Hello everyone, Way Cool here. Today we're gonna do another word problem made easy video. The purpose of this video is to calculate the answer as quickly as possible for the purpose of personal use or during a multiple choice test. The question is, the sum of three consecutive numbers is 21. What are the three numbers? We will now discuss what are consecutive numbers. These are numbers that follows each other in order. They have a difference of 1 between every two numbers. So basically, for example, we are talking about counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37, and so on. So these are numbers that are counting numbers in order. We're going to have three variables that we're going to need for this problem: x, y, and z. Now for our equation that we're going to formulate, remember sum of three consecutive numbers is 21. What are the three numbers? The equation we're going to use is 3y equals 21. There's a reason why we choose y as a variable, as you will see later. The next thing we're going to do is to divide both sides of the equation by 3. In so doing, we can eliminate the 3 from the left hand side of the equation, thus leaving y by itself. So we have the new equation to be y equal 21 divided by 3. This equals 7. So y now equals to 7. Okay, so we are now going to set up the numbers in order so that we can calculate these consecutive numbers. So to figure out the two other numbers, this is how the setup would look like. First, we're going to have the previous number, the current number, and the next number. We're going to set up the variables just like that in that order. So first of all, we're going to use the current number, which is the variable y equals 7, and this is the reason why we had used y in the equation, because we want it to be the current number in the sequence. Okay, the previous variable will be x equal y minus 1, and the next variable will be z equal y plus 1. As you can see, this is the order in which we will set it up for us to determine what are the three consecutive numbers. This works best with three consecutive numbers. Any other consecutive numbers, you may not be able to use this sequence. You'd have to add some more to it. So now, if you notice what is happening here, y is the current number. To get the previous, all you have to do is to subtract 1 from the current number, which would be y minus 1. And to get the next, you will just have to add 1 to the current number, which is y plus 1. So this will always work as long as you're dealing with three consecutive numbers. By dividing the equation into 3, the result will always be the middle term in the sequence of consecutive numbers, always result in the middle term. You can try it with other consecutive numbers as long as it is 3. And when you add up the total and you divide it by 3, the answer will always be the result for the middle term, the middle number in those three consecutive numbers. To get the other two numbers, all you have to do is to subtract 1 from that current number, the middle number, to get the previous, and to add 1 to that current number to get the next number in the sequence of consecutive numbers. So that is the trick to it. Okay, so we will now continue with our exercise. So what we're going to do is to substitute for the value of y. What we're going to do now is to plug in the value of y into the previous term and the next term. So for the previous, we're going to say x equals 7 minus 1 equal 6. All right. And for the next term, we're going to say z equal 7 plus 1 equal 8. So there you have it. The three consecutive numbers are 6, 7, and 8. And if you should add those numbers together, what's going to happen is that you will get 21. So x plus y plus z is equal to 6 plus 7 plus 8, and that totals 21. So therefore we know and prove that the three consecutive numbers does add up to 21. Okay, so just remember, what you should get from all of this is what I have highlighted right here. By dividing the equation by 3, the result will always be the current number or the middle term. And by subtracting 1 from the middle term, you will get the previous term. And by adding 1 to the current term, you will get the next term in the sequence. I hope that you understand clearly. Thank you and goodbye.